What can an artist do for victims of a devastating natural disaster? That's a question Penny Burnett asked herself after the Boxing Day tsunami. The answer was to use her artistic talents with a bit of lateral thinking. Like so many, Penny Burnett was deeply moved by the plight of hundreds of thousands of people impacted by the Boxing Day tsunami.
And I was thinking about it, how can I, little me, make a difference? But I can paint. So I thought, well, you know, I can't give a painting to a tsunami victim, you know, that's great, you know.
It has meant painting, but it's not the pieces of art that go to victims.
The whole concept behind this is not so much two-dimensional art, but three-dimensional art. So when you come and buy my plate with a chicken on it, I, as part of the proceeds through a charity, place 2 chickens in an impoverished family.
While there are a range of animals, there's a reason why the antics of chickens dominate.
Because, to be totally honest, chickens are cheaper to place. I've got sheep and what else? I have done cows, but when I've actually sold cow pictures, I've actually had to, it's been a loss because the cow costs $450 to put, you know, to give away, and yeah, so that wasn't encouraged by my partner. So.
Unhappy in her job and that her plans to have a baby weren't eventuating, it was an argument with her husband that led to the life of an artist for Penny Burnett.
And he says, well, what do you want? And I very theatrically said, I just want to paint. And he said, well, do it. And so I hung up, you know, we hung up, and I quit my job that day, enrolled into TAFE. That day, we had no idea how we were going to afford it, and I just did it.
She went on to graduate from the National Art School in Sydney. However, reduced to a single income, the couple was struggling to survive financially, so they headed for Tasmania.
So the grass was greener down here, and we came down here, which is fantastic, and we've really loved it.
Now doing her Masters in Fine Art and Design at Tasmania's School of Art, Penny Burnett is exploring what was once so painful.
Things that are very, very private, obviously, you know, making a baby is a private issue. But when you go through IVF, and for my sake, it wasn't a private issue. I had scientists in the room, I had doctors in the room, I was exposed, I was vulnerable.
There's an element of humour in the work, with the patient a galah. She's made a 3-dimensional model of an IVF clinic and unusual waiting room with an impatient would-be father.
You know, if you're an infertile couple, your life is forever waiting. You're waiting for the next cycle. You're waiting to see whether you're pregnant, whether you're successful or not. You're waiting, you know. That's the story of your life.
Another model is a lush garden.
That garden is my little fantasy, and I've created potato heads. And
your baby making?
Yes, the whole process, and not just any potato head. These are actually vintage potato heads, which I got off eBay from all over the world. They're quite hilarious, 1950s and 60s, and so I make my own potatoes. I've got designer babies.
The models are the first step in the process.
Composition is one of the challenges as a painter, to make a composition engaging and balanced and interesting. So by creating the model, I'm not just grabbing things out of my head and oh, I'll put this here, oh no, that doesn't work, I'll put it here.